Serious trouble, serious gbege is not a small thing, no. As Olori Mariam, they said that the rumor that we heard now is that they said Olori Mariam has invited her ex-husband to the palace of Ooni of Ife. Hey, abomination in the highest order. Oh, this is an abomination. According to the source where we get our information from, they said it was a serious issue, serious trouble, as Olori Mariam invited her ex-husband to the palace of Ooni of Ife. And the funniest thing is that they said she never informed Ooni of Ife that, her ex coming to the palace of Ooni of Ife. And they said when the man arrived at the palace of Ooni of Ife, everybody was shocked. In fact, people that didn't know the man, they didn't know that he was an ex-husband to Olori Mariam. Not until he arrived and Mariam welcomed him, and the way they said everything was going, everybody were like, we don't understand, who is this? They started raising brow, people started asking questions as who is this person and all that, and she said he is her ex-husband, and people were like, we don't understand, what right do you have to invite your ex-husband to the palace of Ooni of Ife? Don't you know that you are now a queen? Don't you know that you are now married to Ooni of Ife? How come you are not having this kind of, doing this kind of thing? And they said she was like, it doesn't mean anything, that he just invited him here for them to have a chat, a discussion, regarding the upkeep of our children, how things should go and all that. And they were like, no, you should not have invited this man to the palace, that if at all you have anything to discuss with him, it's either you discuss it over the phone or you arrange to meet wherever you choose to meet and have your discussions there, rather than inviting him to the palace of Ooni of Ife. That don't you know that it is an insult to the great Ooni? Don't you know that it's a serious taboo for you to, do this kind of thing? And they said she never saw it as anything. She was just telling them they should calm down, that it's not as bad as they think, that she's not doing anything with him. After all, they can see him sitting down. They are just having their discussion and all that. And they kept telling her, and, she kept, keeping adamant, that kind of a thing. And they said people were just like, what kind of thing is this? Before they said they reached out to the elders of the land, like the elders in council, and they said the elders leader, came and, actually met the man in the palace, and they were like, what is this? We thought that this rumor was just a mere rumor. So this is true. You have the mind, you have the guts to bring in your ex into the palace of Ooni of Ife. Who does that, my people? They said this was what the elders was just saying. Who does that? Why are these people of these days behaving like this? Why is it that these days people take things for granted? People don't follow laws, people don't follow culture anymore, people don't follow traditions of the land anymore. That is it because you are not from this place? If you people do that in your place, you should know that in this place here we don't behave like this. And they said, the elders, ordered the man to leave the palace. And they said Miriam stood up with, this kind of they said she just stood up with anger. Why will you ask my guest to leave the palace? Don't you know that is my guest? You are embarrassing me. Please, you are embarrassing me. They said she was just shouting. She was ranting. It's not a small thing, according to what we heard allegedly. You are welcome back again to my channel. Nice meeting you here once again. It is my pleasure to have you here. Now, if you are here and you are here to subscribe to my channel, kindly help me hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. So my people, they said it's not a small tussle, it's a serious war. Like, she gave it to the elder woto. They said the elder was shocked, the elder was surprised that who is talking? How dare you? Who are you? Is it because we allow Ooni to bring you to this palace? This is the reason why we've been telling Ooni. This is the reason why we told Ooni from beginning that he is not supposed to marry from outside the Ile-Ife. Highest you can go is to marry within your Yoruba race instead of going to a different tribe. Now look at what this woman is displaying here. And they said she was shouting, she was talking, that yes, that she has that right. After all, she's the first wife. She has every right to bring whoever she wants to bring to the palace of Ooni of Ife, as long as she's not having anything to do with them. After all, is it not just discussion? Okay, is the palace of Ooni of Ife not meant for everybody? Why would they say inviting her ex to the palace has become an abomination? As far as she is concerned, it's not an abomination. There is nothing wrong. They said she was just talking, she was ranting, she was angered. In fact, they said the way she was vibrating, the elder was even surprised that is this Miriam that is talking, or is something else that is talking, through her? Because they said her eyes were bugged out, like she was just, they said her eyes turned red, like they never believed the way they said she reacted, that they were shocked, they were surprised. And at this time that these things events happened, they said Ooni of Ife was not on seat, he was not in the palace at all. And they said they tried to reach out to him to let him know what was happening right in the palace, in his palace. And they said the man was like, okay, they should give her phone, because they said, okay, initially they said he would call her, and they said Ooni was calling her, she refused picking up her calls. They said she didn't pick up her calls. Ooni called and called and called. The phone was just ringing. They said they don't know where she kept her phone, because those that were with her, they said she was not with phone. But they said when Ooni came, he was saying that in fact, when he called back, he called the elders back. Already the palace people that live in the palace, all the elders and the elders in the palace, both male and female, all of them were there, at the scene where this thing happened. And they said they were just looking at this woman, that, madam, what is going on here? This elder has not said anything wrong, because they are trying to let you know the rules, but you refuse to understand. That was the reason why he is saying the man should stand up and leave. Why won't the man even obey? They said she dragged the man, sat the man back, that sit down there, you are not going anywhere, I said, until I asked you to go. After all, I was the one, I'm the one that invited you here, so I also will be the one to say it's time for you to leave. Why? What is your concern? Are we not just sitting down having a discussion? Have we done anything wrong? What is all this? This is palace, for crying out loud. Anybody can come to the palace. You should have even asked me why why I invited him over to come to the palace. And they said no matter what the reason may be, if I thought there is any need for him to come to the palace, you table it before Ooni, and you will make sure that Ooni is on seat. Not today that Ooni is not around. You understand? You would have informed Ooni. Okay, if it's Ooni he came to see, then let it be that he came to see Ooni. Not two of you sitting. Look at the way people are sitting discussing. What are people discussing? This thing is a sacrilege as far as the Ile-Ife people is concerned. For you to bring this man in, sitting down and having a discussion with him alone, as an Olori for that matter. Who does that? They said the elder asked again. That you see what all these intertribal marriages, that some of them don't know, they will not ask questions, they will just be doing things the way they like. Then why didn't you ask? You should have asked. After all, when they got married to you, they have told you, they laid down everything out for you. They told you, look, you are now married to Ooni of Ife. You cannot have anything to do with your ex. So whatever things you have with your ex is gone, is bygone. So now it is Ooni. You don't have right to have anything whatsoever to do with this man again. In fact, they even told you that they must not even see two of you standing having a private discussion. It has to be in the open. And she said, what am I doing here now? Is it private discussion? They said yes. As far as Ooni is not around, and nobody is, you did not invite anybody. It's just the two of you. It has become a private discussion, because you cannot be doing that right inside the palace of Ooni of Ife. It is a serious disrespect. It is a serious disregard for the Ooni of Ife. And they said they gave it to Olori Mariam. Seriously, so hot that, after her ranting, she discovered that nobody supported her. Everybody was just backing the elder up. Everybody was just supporting the elders. Before you know it, everybody turned against her, and they said she carried Agbekpo. You know what they call Agbekpo? Serious Agbekpo was what she now carried, and she didn't even know where she would hide her face again. Even the man It says the man just stood up, shamefully, and the man, they say the man left out of, that serious embarrassment that was given to him, because of course the man should have known that these things are not done this way, that even if Miriam invites you, you should have used your own discretion, that women can do anything, can give you, cause a serious trouble for you. Now what do people want to discuss that you have to come down, and you didn't even ask if Ooni is around for you to even call the Ooni and even have a discussion with him as man to man, and also as a king, so that you will hear from him directly before just obeying this woman. You just carry yourself and rush down to the palace. That you should never, they don't want to see your leg in or around the palace again, except it's Ooni that is inviting you, or Ooni has given you the permission to come. And when you come, of course, you people know how you will sort out yourselves. And they said they gave this man a serious warning, and they said the man left with embarrassment, that in short it was a serious embarrassment. So my people, this is the rumor that we heard, allegedly, and I said I will come here and also let us know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for standing by. Love you all. I appreciate you. God bless you till I come your way again. Bye for now.